All right, let's talk about something that so many parents know all too well: the daily battle to get our kids to brush their teeth. It can feel like you're going into combat twice a day, right? But what if the answer wasn't about being stricter, but about making it fun? Today, we're going to dive into how a little bit of technology can completely change the toothbrushing game. I mean, does this question even need to be asked? For so many of us, it hits way too close to home. You know the drill. That twice-a-day routine is supposed to be a simple, healthy habit, but somehow it just turns into this huge source of stress for everyone involved. Well, first off, if you're feeling this, you are definitely not alone. But here's the good news: the solution might literally be sitting in your pocket. We're going to explore how a tiny bit of the right kind of screen time can actually lead to sparkling clean teeth, minus the meltdown. Okay, so before we jump into the fun stuff, the apps and the games, we gotta understand why this is such a struggle in the first place. Because once you get to the root of the problem, the solution makes a whole lot more sense. It's really not just about a kid being defiant. Think about it from their perspective, right? That super minty toothpaste can be totally overwhelming. The feeling of the bristles can be just weird and uncomfortable. And standing still for 2 minutes, to a little kid, that can feel like an eternity. And honestly, what's their motivation? They just don't see the point.
And this is a really important point. For our neurodiverse kids, these challenges can get dialed way, way up. Sensory sensitivities might make the whole experience genuinely upsetting, and executive functioning differences can make just starting and sticking to any routine incredibly difficult. So, knowing all of that, what's the fix? Well, it's time to bring in a little help. Let's see what happens when we turn this chore into an adventure.
And this is where something like Pokémon Smile comes in. It's a free app, and its whole goal is to completely reframe the task. Your kid isn't just brushing their teeth anymore. No, they're on an epic quest. They are the hero, rescuing their favorite Pokémon from those nasty cavity-causing bacteria. And this is the brilliant part. Look at how these features directly tackle those problems we just talked about. The camera guides them so they actually brush everywhere. The 2-minute timer suddenly has a purpose and flies by. And the reward? Catching a new Pokémon. That provides the exact motivation that was missing before. Now for the rollout. You don't want to just shove the phone in their face at bedtime. Let them play around with the app first, get them excited about it. Then brush with them to make it a team activity. And seriously, this is key. Praise their effort. It's not about perfect technique right away. It's about building a positive feeling around the whole routine. But hey, maybe Pokémon isn't your kid's thing, and that's totally fine. The good news is there are a bunch of other apps out there that use the exact same playful principles. Let's check out a few other options. So, you've got options. If you've got a Disney fanatic, the Magic Timer app is awesome. It slowly reveals a character picture as they brush. For a kid who loves music, Brush DJ turns the 2 minutes into their own little dance party. And Chomper Chums is great because it uses fun characters and stories to teach them why brushing is important. There's almost certainly an app that will click with your child. Okay, so it's pretty clear that these apps can work. But why? What's the magic ingredient here? Why does turning a boring chore into a game actually make such a difference? Well, the secret sauce has a name, and it's called gamification. It sounds kind of technical, but it's a really simple idea. It's just taking the stuff we love about games, like getting points, facing challenges, earning rewards, and plugging those elements into normal everyday activities to make them way more engaging. And this is where it all clicks into place, psychologically speaking. These apps are basically little habit-building machines. They give our brains that immediate reward we crave, like unlocking a new character. They add structure with a visual timer, so you know exactly how long you have to go. And they build consistency through reminders. It's all powered by the simple, powerful engine of play. All right, so you've got an app picked out, you get the science behind it. Now for the big question. How do you make it stick for the long haul? Let's get into some super practical tips. Okay, here's your 5-step game plan. 1. Put up a simple visual chart in the bathroom that shows the whole bedtime routine, with brushing included. 2. Let them use a toothbrush they love. Favorite color, favorite character, whatever. 3. Give them some ownership. Let them choose which brushing app they want to use each night. 4. If 2 minutes is just too much at first, start small. 30 seconds is a victory. Build from there. And 5. Try to keep brushing at a predictable time every morning and night. Routine is everything. And please, please remember this. This might be the most important tip of all. Consistency is so much more important than perfection. Don't stress if they miss a spot or only make it 90 seconds.
The real goal, especially at the beginning, is just building the habit of showing up to the sink twice a day. The rest will follow.
So, when it comes down to it, by bringing in a little bit of this playful tech, you're doing so much more than just getting their teeth cleaned tonight. You are actually changing their entire relationship with a crucial lifelong habit. You're turning oral care from a daily battle into a fun, rewarding part of their day.
And that really makes you think, doesn't it? If we can gamify toothbrushing this successfully, what other daily battles, cleaning the room, getting dressed, maybe even homework, could also use a little more play? It's definitely something to think about. Thanks for tuning in.